Another weekend come and passed. Welcome in, and we are back to the start of the work week, Monday afternoon here.
Yeah, it's. I don't like looking in the past. We're looking in the future. We're forecasters, meteorologists. We look ahead. But considering the weekend that we've just had around our first coast, so many awesome things happening, I got to ask the question, how was it for you? How was your weekend? Hope it was great. Ross, how was yours?
It was great.
Yeah.
I had a great weekend. Went to Florida, Georgia. First time I ever attended the Florida, Georgia game.
How about that?
It was just fantastic.
Yeah.
Overall, great experience as a whole because I was essentially a neutral. I didn't have a dog in the fight, no pun intended.
But
although
you did wear a dog shirt.
I did wear, UGA gear, primarily because two of my friends went to Georgia for school.
Okay.
So I was supporting them.
That's allowed.
And as I told you when I came into work today, there is nothing more enjoyable to me for some reason than just barking at some people.
God, I'm glad I wasn't.
That might make me a degenerate. I don't know, perhaps, but
now you have fun. So did it live up the hype? Florida Georgia hype.
World's
largest outdoor cup.
Yeah. Now I will say I was glad. I was a little concerned, like the tailgating out in some spots were going to be like real wild and crazy.
Yeah.
I was glad to see it wasn't out of control. There seemed to be a lot of patrolmen, very well done police presence by JSO and everyone involved. All first responders out there. So that was awesome. A benefit to see, since I know there were some issues at the game last year.
They've had them a lot in the past, but these guys, they're well practiced now, and that's good to hear. Everybody kind of kept it cool, And
parking really wasn't a huge deal.
Yeah.
I mean, traffic in and out. I think we parked around 10:45, 11.
Yeah.
And it didn't take us more than probably a half hour to get home. So.
Awesome.
Overall, it was great.
Awesome weekend. I'm glad everybody's good and safe, and hopefully your team, came out on top. And if not, hey, changes are coming for you, and hopefully for the better for those Gators out there. We got another big weekend. We got another big week ahead as far as events around the First Coast. Maybe not quite as big as your Florida Georgia experience, but we will cover that in great detail as we go through the next 20 minutes or so. Going through the next 12 hours or so, another cool start to a Tuesday morning, right? So I think anytime we're down in the 40s, in those low 50s, scraping anything with a 40 as the front number in our temperature here.
I was going to say
in our ones place, our tens place, whatever. I'm going to get my decimal place right.
Yeah.
We're doing good. We're in layer level this morning. As we wake up Tuesday morning.
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
This morning.
That's right. I got it. I got this down, man. I got my dates and times and days of the week. I memorized those.
It's Monday, folks.
Truly. And I said folks, I promise. I was that was the F word that came out of my mouth was folks. I promise. But yeah, I had a weekend myself, and it had nothing to do with Florida, Georgia. It was just boom, 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 things, busy. And now I'm just kind of shell shocked.
And we're moving into that time of the year now that not only is it still the fall and football season, but now you got the holidays coming up on you here soon.
Yeah.
And I know it might be too early to talk about. We got the countdown coming up here in a little bit. I mean, Thanksgiving now less than a month away. Christmas is on the horizon. You're going to start to do some of that holiday shopping. You got just a lot of stuff going on the weekends.
Ross and I both did the old man thing earlier today at the desk. We now share a desk. So we've got new desks here at First Coast News.
We're essentially joined at the hip at this point.
We are. We're neighbors. We heard the banging and the drilling in these streams last week. Well, now the desks are in. Ross and I share. And so Ross and I both had this moment where we looked at the calendar that's on our desk. It's like, man, it's already November. You know what I mean? So yes, those holidays are rapidly approaching, so we're going to get you ready for that too. But speaking of, as we get through the Tuesday and the Wednesday, we're going to have some cool mornings, but Wrap and Peel is truly back in earnest because we are, as each day goes along, going to kind of tick up the temperature just a bit.
Yeah, every single day, just a few degrees warmer, and we'll get into that. Other part of the story, Lou, is going to be the full moon here over not so much tonight, but Tuesday, Wednesday, and the impacts on some of the tidal zones and perhaps some minor tidal flooding. Some of the things we've really endured the last 2 or 3 months here now, we've had durations of this pop up. Yep,
so we've talked about those steady nor'easter conditions kind of into summer, beginning of fall, that gave us these higher than normal tides. I do think we're watching our Tuesday morning cycle more than anything, and then Wednesday will be even higher, maybe just marginally, and it's that type of coastal flooding that where we're seeing a foot, maybe a foot and a half above what would be normally dry land or dry land for high tide. So docks, boat ramps, those streets along the Juliton Creek, which we've covered, and here are those morning tides. So and kind of the main areas we're talking St. Johns River Basin, a little bit of intracoastal waterway. So looking from the ICW at Jacks Beach down to St. Augustine, a stretch of time between about 7 a.m. and about 9:30 a.m. we'll be watching there, and then going down the river, downtown Jacks about 8 in the morning, and then that Julington Creek, Green Cove, all the way down to Palatka, which we'll be watching as well, kind of midday. Okay, so right around before to right after lunchtime. We were looking at those. We were talking about Halloween, and I know that was another big part of our weekend as well. And our averages for Halloween, where we're just picking up right up where we left off there. What was normal would have been middle 50s, upper 70s for Halloween. Now we're picking up here beginning of November, and Halloween kind of we were below average in many respects. Now as we get, especially as we get to next weekend, this upcoming weekend, we're going to kind of flip the seesaw a little bit and be back above average in a few ways.
Yeah, back above average.
But looking at the end of the month is cool too. I like get to the end of November, seeing those 40s as normal. That's encouraging.
Although it's kind of hard to believe that our Thanksgiving average high is around like 71, 70.
Sure. Yeah, that's about right. You walk out, you have that game of touch football.
See, I'm used to me being the Yankee.
Yeah, sure. What are you used to? 50s?
Yeah, probably 50s, maybe 40s.
Yeah.
We've had ones where it snowed.
Sure.
Up in Pennsylvania. So, yeah, that's certainly a possibility. The other part there that we had popped up on the screen, of course, we had daylight saving time.
That's another element to this weekend.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Kind of, while we did gain an hour of sleep, it's still, your body doesn't do it. So you're waking up
at the same time that you were.
Yeah.
It's just an hour.
So wake up at
now.
5:30 as opposed to 6:30, and then the day's just that much longer. But hey, in theory, it's nice. I do enjoy having these sunrises a little bit earlier, about an hour earlier, so that way kids going to school a little bit safer. And the one bummer to the earlier night, just don't get my evening golf in anymore. Can't go to the driving range after work. You knock off in the summertime.
Did you do that sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah. Oh. Summertime, you knock off about 6:30. You have a good hour and a half to go hit some balls. Can't sneak in 9, but and as Ross mentioned, we got some great ones coming up. We've got Veterans Day 8 days from now, so we're going to have some great stuff here at First Coast News with our Canines for Warriors telethon. That is coming up on Veterans Day. So an amazing cause. So we'll be definitely wanting you to check that out. That'll be Tuesday. And then, of course, Thanksgiving, end of the month, and Christmas, only 52 days.
That's hard. That is hard to believe.
Time to start shopping.
Time to figure out if you're getting a wild turkey or a store-bought turkey.
Well,
for those turkey hunters out there.
Did you see the turkey that was walking around my neighborhood?
That's true, yeah. Lou sent me a picture this weekend of a turkey walking around his neighborhood. It's a gutsy call by that turkey.
Turkeys are smart. Turkeys are smart. They know when you can get them and when you can't.
I guess.
And they'll just come and taunt you when they know for a fact that you can't get them.
I think he was.
And then suddenly, it gets to where turkey season's, you get out and land and you won't find them.
He was just fanning out at you, just shaking it a little bit at
fun?
you, like,
come on in this
can't
garage.
Get this.
Nope. So, turkey was out in the streets this past weekend. That was wild stuff. Yeah, counting down to Thanksgiving. I know you're looking forward to seeing some family, Ross. I'm excited for you. That's going to be good stuff. So, yeah, we're right on the cusp, and then Christmas will be here before you know it. And we also I've got to look at the specific dates, but Nights of Lights in St. Augustine, tremendous, and that'll be here before you know it too. In fact, this month, if I'm not mistaken. So, have you done that? Have you done that?
Yes, I've gone down this.
Yeah. It's awesome. Just one of the it's so hard to believe we're at that time of year. So show us what we got.
I was going to say, do you want to take a quick break and then we'll get into this?
Oh, yeah. I just realized it's 5:41. We're a minute late. Oh, they're going to kill us. Oh, yeah, let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Hello,
Hello.
it's me. High pressure.
High pressure's here.
It is here. Did you like that? Shout out to Adele for that was a really bad rendition, but we'll take it.
I didn't know if you were doing Adele or Lionel Richie.
Well, no.
Okay, but Adele, it's generational.
Sorry.
Yeah, high pressure's hanging on, and that's our fair weather friend, right?
Yeah.
So we've got a big old bubble of high pressure with us through at least the middle of the week. It will, as in it shifts offshore. We get a little bit of a wind shift, a little moisture shift too. So a little extra cloud cover building into south central Florida. But it's going to be hard pressed to find any rain. Just not going to find it. You know, we got to get towards Friday and really the weekend before we see our next best chance of a shower.
Yeah, because not only are we saying dry, also warm.
Yeah.
You know, as you mentioned kind of at the top of the stream, temperature is going to be on the up and up here over, you know, the next couple of days, especially through the back half of the week, which is not a good combination for, you know, folks who are in some pretty dry spots. Yeah. Northern part of the Suwannee, northern Columbia County, Clinch County, Ware, Charlton even, you know, those severe to extreme drought conditions. And Lew, I mean, if you just look at, this is the outlook for the next 5 days. So I guess it's through that week. Not much. Nothing.
Yeah, and you saw on that drought monitor, even that dry has made it all the way out to the beach, which is kind of your new update there. And you know, as Ross showed us with the next 5 days, not much. So we really got to look forward to our next kind of weather maker, which Saturday, Sunday, we're still, you know, kind of watching those models do the windshield wiper routine when it comes to who's going to get the rain, how much rain we get. But we'll have it in mind as we go through the next couple of days. All the way to Thursday, 80 degrees. We're bringing back the 80s, and it's just going to climb even into the weekend. Even if there are rain chances or a thunderstorm, the heat might actually play a factor in that. Some good news as we get closer and closer, and we kind of take the hurricane season 1 7-day bite at a time. We get another 7-day bite-sized chunk out of this hurricane season, and no formation expected. So that gets us to the 8th, and then we go beyond. We look at our global tropical hazards map. So this is long range, and even if we go all the way out to the 18th, we do have that highlighted area, but even that is 20% at best. Formation probability, and this is right where you'd expect that kind of Central American gyre, the area of the Caribbean that didn't get all stirred up by Melissa.
And sea surface temperatures are still pretty warm down there.
Still warm. They have come down. Now, Melissa did a good job, at least in that kind of that northern Caribbean sort of area, tempering it a little bit. It's still up and over 80. You're talking, I think, 84, 85 up near Jamaica and Cuba. But that area is kind of circled in where the warmer of the water would be. And even the Gulf is starting to come down. You know, that's just going to happen as more and more fronts can continue to dip through the southeast. So we'll take that favorable news. So with that 20% we actually look at, that's favorable. You know, we would expect to see that this time of year anyway. So let's get into kind of the events portion of this.
Yeah. Sorry, I kind of forgot this was the next thing up on the.
Yeah. But it's great. We got a fair coming, and is this our last one downtown before I think they're moving it out to the west side. So Jacksonville Fair has been right here at the bank in the parking lots at our fairgrounds forever, and now going to head out to the west side. So get downtown and enjoy it. I do like a good rural country fair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this is a great one. So
we had the Baker County Fair a couple of weeks ago.
Yep. So we got that, and now we get this. And
what's your favorite thing about the fair?
Well, it used to be the rides. You know, as a younger man, but now I'm a food guy.
What's the food that you've got to get if you go to the fair?
Okay, so I want to get the Fisk French fries. Okay. So there's a specific kind of French fry, and it's just the best. And then I'm going to get a corn dog. And I know you've kind of eyebrow raised at me at the corn dog before.
Yeah, I'm not a huge corn dog guy.
Not a big corn dog guy, but I am going to get a corn dog. And then when it comes to like...
No turkey leg?
I like a turkey leg.
Oh, okay.
I do like a turkey leg. That's like maybe 1A or 2 behind the corn dog. But then I'm going to transition to getting like something dessert, something sweet, which absolutely funnel cake with a little bit of the strawberry stuff.
Something to clog the artery.
Something, yeah. All of it's going to. You know what I mean? So all of it's going to
some bacon bits on some of that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get deep fried butter or
cream cheese.
Yeah.
Or like maple butter or something with some bacon.
What about you,
bits on
Mr.
top.
Health? What are you getting?
Oh, Mr. Health?
Yeah.
I'm not Mr. Health
What
by
are
any
you,
means.
what are you getting at the fair? What's your?
I do like a good cheesesteak or hot sausage, which sounds.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you. So all these fairs have a version of a cheesesteak.
Yeah. Oh, like what? Yeah, this is gonna be a.
Okay, so give it to me. So give me
My perfect
Pennsylvania guy.
Yeah, you
like
want my
Philly?
perfect cheesesteak?
Please.
Is not really like a Philly cheesesteak.
Oh,
I'm not a
so
big.
you don't want the cheese whiz?
No.
Oh man, I love the cheese
So
whiz.
I actually prefer a cheesesteak hoagie.
Okay.
Which, do you know what makes a difference? If you're like a cheesesteak sub and a cheesesteak hoagie, you know what makes a difference?
I'm guessing the bread.
Not well.
No?
It
What?
it can, but no, not really. It's really a hoagie. You put lettuce, tomato, and onion on it.
Oh no. Really?
Yeah.
You want lettuce, tomato, onion on the cheesesteak? That's good. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I also
shamed
do.
you for it,
I
but
also do like cheesesteak subs.
Yeah.
But it needs to have like mushrooms, peppers, onions in it.
Okay.
I would prefer if it had a different type of cheese that's just melted on top, rather than cheese whiz.
Like a provolone. You a provolone
Yeah,
guy?
yeah. Provolone. Yeah, it can be anything. And then also a little bit of like maybe some hot pepper relish.
Okay.
Like Jersey Mike's has some
Oh,
great
man.
hot pepper relish.
Yeah. See,
Not sponsored.
No.
But
of course not. No. Can't
yeah.
Do that. That's interesting. I see. I thought you would have been a true traditional.
See, and everyone always gives me crap because I say like I want to put lettuce, tomato, onion on top of like the cheesesteak.
Would you catch hell about that in Philly?
Oh yeah, don't bring that up there.
Don't bring that up.
No, yeah. No.
It's 5:50. It's time for another break. And this time we're not going to be late. We're going to wrap this thing up. We're going to look at a couple other events in your 7-day forecast. Work week looking good. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. We talked about the fair forecast a little bit, but you mentioned that there's a lot of other big events happening this upcoming weekend. One of those pictured right here.
This is always a blast out of the beach. It's so crazy. The Supergirl Surf Festival got professional surfers coming into Jax. Going to do their thing in the competition. But even if you're not a surfer or you just kind of not even really interested in the surfing, you need to check it out and see how talented these women are. And then get after it with the big concerts and just pure like festival type atmosphere you're going to have, because I mean you see some of the musical acts right there between the band Perry and Plain White T's going to be headlining, but a bunch of good music and then surfing. So
can you name me a song by the Plain White T's?
I could, but I can't right now. I know the Plain White T's.
Boo.
Now I don't know the band Perry.
Really? Oh, the band Perry, I believe. I don't have my phone. I think they have it's country music.
It's country music.
They had like a real big hit back like.
Give me Plain White T's.
Hey There, Delilah.
Okay, then yeah.
You know that song?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I knew it was something.
Okay. Let me see. Where,
Borderline emo.
I don't know. Whoa, not really.
Hey there, Delilah, let me cry about you right now, cause I'm so sad about stuff, and it's emo.
Oh.
Make my plain white tees people sad. But
Hot take.
hot heat of a take, and it will be warm at the beach. It's going to be warm all over. And this is, as we go to the long range, kind of that chance of rain. Now, of course, longer range is going to have a hard time kind of pinpointing rain, so don't get too caught up in where you see the rain on the considering the resolution of this model and where you don't. What you need to pay attention to is the pattern. So front is coming. All right, so we'll watch that frontal passage. Now, we had a front pass us by this weekend, and what happened? We didn't get a drop. Right, so we saw in the models did something very similar that it's doing now. It did the flip-flop. It showed us rain early in the week and kind of thought about it. And then we saw the dry air. We had the dynamics up top, and we had the front, had the trough come across, but just didn't have enough moisture to get anything going. Will that be the case again? We have to wait and see. We need the rain, but obviously we don't want it to mess up any of the good, cool outdoor activities happening. Another story with this.
And it does look like the dynamics with this one aren't as favorable as the last one, which is with regards to just the overall instability and overall lift that the front could provide. Doesn't really seem to be as great, but perhaps maybe a little bit more moisture.
Yeah.
At least based on current, modeling on moisture content. So as Lew said, we'll watch for some rain chances, but as of right now, we're not expecting anything real widespread. But behind the front is kind of going to be the next big story after the rain chance.
Yeah, we got some a wind shift. We'll just call it generally out of the north. Winds, and look at those temperatures right there. 35 might be. I mean,
that's modeling.
Might be a little squirrely and aggressive, but